Okay, in this video I'm going to tell you how you can create the models for doing the automation testing. So whenever you try to automate any web application, you need to find out the models or the entities in the application. For example, here is one website where we can find the travel insurance. So you can put their destination, departure, return dates and age of each traveler, and then you can find the policies, travel insurance policies. So in this particular application, the destination and all this information can be considered as travel data, and travel data you can think of it as a model. And after you purchase the policy, that policy is another entity. Then customer is purchasing the policy, so customer is another entity. So you need to find out all those entities and then create the data model for them. So if you create the if you want to create the model for the customer, then customer will have first name, last name, date of birth, address, this kind of fields. Similarly, if you want to consider about the policy data model, then it will be having policy number, then policy expiry date, then next payment date. So all these details you can put it into the policy model. So that is how you can think about the data models in terms of automation. Now let me briefly explain you how you can use those models in Cucumber in C#.NET. So here you can see there is one model that I have created, travel data, for the website that I just showed you. So that travel data model, you can see there is a destination field, then there is a departure date, return date and ages. So the benefit of creating these models is that you can create one method which will return the instance of this particular model, and then that instance can be used to create the test data or add the test data in your scenarios. For example, here is one scenario. I enter the following data into the new travel form, then the plan page should show the correct details. Whatever you enter in the form, that should be displayed in the plan details. Now if you go to this particular step, you will see that we are using this travel data.get sample method. What it will return is travel data instance, and it will contain all the information that we want to enter into the application. So Selenium will use this object and then fetch all the information like travel data.ages, destination, etc., and then you can enter that into the application while doing the Selenium automation. Now you can once that instance is there, what you can do is you can put that instance into the context object, and once it is in the context, you can refer that particular object from any other part of the website, your framework. So for example, there are different step files you can see here, spec flow feature 1 steps and spec flow feature 2 steps. So once it is in the context, that object, you can refer it from any of these classes. So that is the benefit of this particular modeling. Another benefit is it removes the duplication. So for example, if there are two test cases, and instead of having the 4 fields in the form, there are, let us say there are 10 fields. So if you don't use the models, what you will have to do is you will have to enter the hard-coded data here, like departure date dot send keys, and you have to give the actual date that you want to send. So what is happening here is that you can remove that duplication. All you have to do is just use this method and then say test cases that departure date should be in the past. So just you can change that departure date here, and that's it. Remaining default values that are written from this method will be used in your test, because we don't care about what other data is there. That test depends on specific field only. For example, destination is Bali, or say destination is Australia. So what you can do is you can get this instance and then change just that particular field, destination, ages, or any other specific field that you can change. So that's how it removes the duplication as well, and that's why modeling is very, very important. Whenever you get a new automation project, I will highly recommend that first of all spend some time creating these models or finding out the entities in the application, and once you know those entities, you can just convert into the classes like I have done here, and then you can use them like this. Thanks for watching this video.